news, and now he wants to draw that back and say nobody should pay attention to it. I don't know, man. Some guys fall in love with the limelight, and that's a tough place to be.
Clinton and Friends, weekdays from 10 to noon Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. This weekend on ESPN Radio, it's an AL Central, NL Central showdown.
Arenado throws the first in time.
What a play.
Nolan Arenado leads the St. Louis Cardinals into Cleveland to face Jose Ramirez and the Guardians. The Cardinals at the Guardians. Coverage begins today at 3:30 Eastern with first pitch at 4:10 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. Presented by Progressive Insurance. Evan, Canty, and Michelle are unsportsmanlike.
Joining us now is Alan Hahn.
What's Canty doing in the middle? Aren't you like the main voice guy that brings them in, brings them out, and all that stuff? Shouldn't you be sitting in the
driver of the show? It's unsportsmanlike, right?
All right.
So I'm the sportsman, she's the like, and he's the un.
You know, it needs an un. I mean, it needs an un. Let's be honest.
Tell me about everything. He's on.
Unsportsmanlike. Weekday morning starting at
Morning,
6
everybody.
on ESPN Radio and on ESPN2.
Hope everyone's having a good weekend already.
This is Freddie and Harry.
The one word that always comes to mind with me regarding Kevin Durant and the word legacy is complicated. Whatever he's been searching for,
What's up, Aaron?
whatever he's wanted, whatever he believes that he needs, it seems that even with all he's accomplished, he has not been able to find it. And maybe he should stop searching for it and just go play ball and not worry about anything else or anybody else regarding his legacy.
Morning, Richard.
Complicated. Check out more from Freddie and Harry weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
KRNT Des Moines is 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN, Des Moines sports leader, a Des Moines Media Group station. The following show on 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN Des Moines is paid for by Outdoors Tradition TV LLC.
Morning, Scotty. Morning, Tony. All right, welcome to this week's edition of the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan, brought to you in part by our good friends out at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday all across the good old US of A. Aaron, Richard, Scotty, Tony's all fired up on the live stream already. They're saying hi to everybody. Andrew's running the boards. We're going to have a fun show for you today. We're talking a little shooting. We're talking cameras. We're going to be talking about, got Craig Walker in the 8 o'clock hour coming on from the Frugal Firearms Show. And we're going to talk about how to improve your accuracy. And this guy's really good. He's an analytical engineer, and I think he's an engineer. But this guy heard some of the claims that modern Spartan systems was talking about as far as, you know, how they could break down carbon and the gunk in your guns and make you a more accurate shot. And he put it to the test, and we're gonna see what he gets. And he doesn't get paid to tell you this. He was pleasantly surprised. So we'll talk to him in the 8 o'clock hour, and we'll actually give away. I got a modern Spartan system starter kit. I'm gonna give away. This is everything you would need to be a better shot. You're gonna have your accuracy oil in it, your carbon destroyer, your copper and lead destroyer, and crystal clear oil, different chemistry, unmatched results, made in the USA, and it's all green. Can't ask for more than that. Morning, Mac. Morning, Lewandowski. Morning, Steven. Morning, Pete. Good to see everybody up and at 'em this fine June morning. Anna, what's his name's over there running the controls? Andrew.
You're already forgetting, huh? Already forgetting. It's okay.
Been a long week.
I bet it has.
I'm telling you, it's been a long week. Period. I got to speak to the fine folks at over there at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage the other day, and they are full. But you know what? They got spots opening up every other day. If you need a place to put your boat, your camper, your whatever, your trailers, give them a holler. You can give them a call at 515-822-1362, 515-822-1362, and just tell Tracy, Dick, or Danielle I told you to get out there. 12 by 50 assigned spot, secure gates 24/7. Everything you would ever need to get out there and do keep your stuff locked up safe. That's what they say. So I talked to the boy at talked to Mr. Rupert at Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls and Rut and Peace Grunt Calls. We're gonna get some special grunt calls made to give away here for the fall. I'm gonna do. I don't know. I need to do a couple contests. I don't know if you saw what I did on Facebook the other way, but Steph sent me a video of her singing to the alpacas, and I made a little cut on it, and I put on there, Allie the alpaca needs you to buy fire socks so she can have fireworks. I did like a little 3-second clip on her. It just shows her sitting there chewing, and I thought that was pretty funny. I was gonna put on there and have like a gun, pointed at her and say, either buy some socks or the alpaca gets it. But now, see, I think that's funny, but see, I'm sure somebody would have took exception to that on Facebook. See,
I mean, sometimes you got to be safe than sorry.
well, that's why I went with please buy some socks so she can have fireworks. And I would never shoot a poor defenseless alpaca because I wouldn't eat them.
But what if you did it with like a water gun? Like clearly something that's not going to injure it.
Man, these days, I don't care if you put confetti on her, somebody would be griping about it. And it's like, I told Stephanie, I said, hey, I thought about this the other day. And she goes, that's pretty funny, but oh, and I said, yeah, I won't do that. Jenny's doing good, Aaron. Thanks for asking. She's getting better every day, and it's gonna be a while for her, but yeah, still she's on the road to recovery. So thanks for asking. Yeah. Yeah, she a poor girl. She's had to eat my cooking for 2 weeks now.
What does that mean? Takeout?
No. I mean, I've done takeout. Let's see, what did we get takeout wise? I ordered Chinese. We got a great Chinese place we found.
Where do you go?
It's called China House, and they deliver. So
that's a big plus.
Yeah, and the food's really good. So we've been doing that. The cartoon gun where the sign pops out and rolls to say bang. There you go, Steven. I thought, I thought that would be funny myself, Buy some socks or the alpaca gets it.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, but like I said, these days I'd probably have 5 people threaten to sue me. You touch that alpaca, you killer. I'm gonna sue you for everything you got.
And sound just like that.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's accurate.
No, I'm telling you. Yeah, I tell them because I still hear from the anti. It amazes me. 27 years on the radio, 20 something years doing the TV shows, and I still get these dweebs calling me killers and and it's like, you people, there's no sense even trying to talk to you because you'll never get it. You're emotionally crippled. I hunt to eat, and hunting people and fishing people, hunters and anglers do more for conservation than any other people on the planet. All you people out there that want to say that hunting's unethical, blah blah blah, all you do is hurt the animals because it is a proven fact, not a theory, a fact that the land can only support so much life. And if you don't manage that, the animals suffer. And trust me, if I didn't eat it or my family didn't want to eat it, I wouldn't hunt it. But venison is one of the premier proteins in the world. It is wonderful for you. It's lean. It's a great protein, and it's something that people should take advantage of. And it's a great staple for your table. Oh, did you hear that?
That was pretty good.
It's a great staple for your table. I don't know, but they just pop out of my head.
It just comes natural to
It
you.
does. It's a natural progression. It's
Again,
really
how you're not a jingle writer making millions is beyond me.
I don't know, but I'm just telling you, go bug somebody else because I just hit delete. I used to respond to them, but I just hit delete. I had one lady threaten to kill my kids, and I actually turned her over to the FBI. Yeah, and I never heard back if she got in trouble or not. Hopefully, she went to jail.
Yeah, that still surprises me.
I'm gonna do to your kids what you do to that deer.
Yeah. How as a society have we made it this point? At one point, that was all we had to eat. I know that's really dating all the way back here, Dan, and I know it's really simplistic, but at one time that's all we had. And so this is not a practice that just started.
Well, it's the society we're in. I mean, it's just, the people,
Just don't get it.
they don't get it, you know. They're emotionally crippled.
And I wish that people would stop doing this thing where if they don't understand it, it's wrong.
Oh, that's only going to get worse.
Oh yeah. It's just we can't have, the saying that's why we can't have nice things. I think this is it, you know.
Yeah. Cuz I mean, listen, if I don't agree with something, I just keep scrolling. I don't say nothing. I don't put a thumbs down. I don't, I just don't I don't, or I'll take it off my feed. And that's the way it should be. You don't have to agree with it. I mean, I got people that don't agree with everything I say. I don't know why. I'm usually 99.9% of the time.
You looked at me for the reason there. I tried to hold it in. I tried.
Well, I am, man. Yeah, if you don't hunt it, you might end up at the grill of your car. Well, that's true too, Pete. The people that hunt help to lessen the amount of car accidents around. Good morning, Dan. Hope everyone's doing good. Michael, thank you. Daryl, good morning, Oklahoma, buddy. Good to see you. So listen, not everybody wants to. It's not their cup of tea, and that's okay. But gosh, if you feel that you gotta, you know, Keyboy Cowboys, man. The internet. When the internet launched, it gave everybody a safe space, and they say stuff to you that they will never say to your face.
Yep.
And the older I get, I just delete them. That's all I do. I basically the last couple years, if I get somebody on there that's a rabble rouser, and I just don't want to have I just delete them. Goodbye. So long, farewell, Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. You're a bunk. I'll see you later. Okay. Yeah.
Again, put them on a shirt.
There is no place for people threatening. Well, Chris, that's true. That's true. That's true. I call those keyboard creeps when they have nothing. Well, that's it. They're bored. They're trying to get away. And see, here's the thing I learned a long time ago too. I don't know if a lot of folks realize this. When you do what I do for a living, if you're in the media at all, people will do stuff or say stuff to you to get a reaction, and then so they can go and post it to try and ruin you. That's a big thing too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it is.
I mean, and a lot of them too hide behind fake accounts.
Yeah, they'll ghost account.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
the burner accounts, and I mean, in the end, I made a game of it just trying to see, how comical they can be.
Right. Well, I just like I said, I try to treat everybody like how I want to be treated, and hey, I'm sometimes I mess up. We're all human. We're all going to mess up. None of us are perfect. There was only one person on this earth that was ever perfect, and that was Jesus. And that was, that's the only perfect person I ever knew that walked the earth. But, you try to treat everybody with respect and dignity, and you should acquire the same. I'm late. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning. Good to see you there, buddy. Chris. Now, on another note, I love messing with them Keyboy Warriors. Well, you do that. I've got other things to do, Chris. I just, talking about me, I'm a rebel rouser. And you're not a rebel rouser, Jeff. Yeah. I don't know what I would call you, but you're not a rebel rouser. I don't know. Boy, I tell you, man, what a week. Jenny, I know Aaron asked about Jenny. Jenny's been doing better. She's got her to a couple of doctor's appointments, and she's getting around a little better. She gets some food in her. She's starting to put some weight back on. So everybody, thanks for all the prayers and everything. We appreciate that very much. So thank you. No Joe Smeltzer today. He's on vacation. I got a text. Dan, I'm not going to be on the show today. I'm on vacation.
I love how text makes sounds for you.
Oh, he does. Yeah. I could see him. Where would Joe Smeltzer? What would be the perfect vacation for Joe Smeltzer be? He's probably down in Miami, sitting under a coconut tree with a big old coconut and an umbrella and a straw. He's probably got an NADA book by his beach chair.
Oh yeah,
so he can keep up on all the trade-in values.
he does. He never stops.
Yeah.
That's him.
And he's probably listening to Under the Sea. Under the sea. Come out to Carl's. Trade-ins are better with me. Come in. Yeah.
I love it. We should really start a band here.
Start a band. Yeah. Hey, next up is the Walking Wounded.
You know what? There's a band out there named Skillet, named off of a cooking utensil.
Yeah.
And if they can make it big, Dan, we got it.
Well, you know how Nickelback got their name?
How?
Because they were at a store and they got a Nickelback. That's how they got their name. No, that's a true story.
I love it.
That's not a joke. Tony, good morning. Ellen, good morning. Sending love to Jenny. Thank you, Ellen. Larry Goodwin in Illinois. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Like the kid who healed up the Vimo sign at the Iowa State game. Yeah, he got a lot of grief. But that kid that did that, send beer money, that kid did a lot of good for a lot of kids. He donated a lot of that money. So
yeah,
that kid's all right in my book. So I want to talk a little bit. I started shooting this week, and I know we're getting into this is the last week of June. This is the last show in June of 2025, and it's time to, if you have not picked up your bow, your crossbow. Now, here's the thing. I hear this from all my archery shop buddies. Mark at Archery Field and Sports. Chris, I'm the Fred Flintstone of the golf course DePerna in Pennsylvania at Creek Archery. The gang at Whistle Pig Outdoors down in Missouri. They want to work on your stuff, but they want to do it and get it out the door as quick as they can. Now's the time to take your bow. If you need some new bowstrings and cables, get you some gas bowstrings and cables. Take it now. If you need something done to your crossbow, take it in now. Don't wait till October 1st or September 1st or September 15th. Do it July 1st or July 2nd. And here's the deal. You're going to get your crossbow, your bow back within a week or so instead of 2, 3, 4 weeks. And then you're not going to be frustrated because you can't go hunt. And people do this every year. Good morning, Brian. Don't procrastinate, man. Get your stuff now so you can get out there and practice. I try to shoot at least a couple arrows a day moving forward, and I try to shoot at least a couple arrows a day every day. When I go downstairs to do something on the Outdoor Call Radio Network or to get something wrote out for the show or whatever, I usually shoot a couple arrows. Raven, I got to play ball with Raven for 5 minutes, and then he sits for me, and then I can shoot a couple arrows, get those Kool-Aid arrow shafts running down the lane. But now, now's the time you need to get your stuff worked on because one, the archery shops, they're not busy. So they want your business right now so they can keep some cash going through the drawers and pay their bills. And then then they're not so inundated a week before hunting season. Because I'm telling you right now, we hunters, Skillet is awesome, Scott Mueller said.
Skillet is awesome.
Yeah, there you go. Skillet. Andrew's searching for something. But get in there and do it now, and you'll just make life easier on you and everybody else. All right, I got to take a quick break. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. 1350 ESPN.
Going fishing is something we look forward to all week. We all want to be better at it and use the best gear available. Gear that will help us feel the bite better and give superb casting performance.
What's everybody doing this day?
And longer cast, Trika has people talking. Trika rods are
I can't believe it's July next week.
More sensitive with their unique weave design, as much as 2 times as sensitive as other costly rod brands.
Crazy.
Trika casting performance will give you up to 26% longer cast to keep your bait in the strike zone longer. Trika knows you work hard for your money, and they want to give you a rod that will cast longer and let you.
Anybody getting any food plots out? You getting all your
rods are significantly less than other high-end rods available. They offer a 1-year, no questions asked.
There you go,
guarantee.
Aaron.
Tracker rods can be returned.
Anybody getting your cameras out? I'm going to try to get my cameras out here next week. I got to get my pure whitetail scrapes out, get my mocks going, get my cameras going.
That's TRIKA.com.
Hey, check out my new shirt from Onyx Fish. You see it? It's a topo, but it's a bass. Can you see that? Isn't that cool?
Now is a great time to call
I thought that was like a really cool shirt. They got one on a walleye too, but they sent me a bass. Hey, nice bass.
A Honeywell dehumidifier system installed with your AC heating system can solve that issue right away. Wyckoff Heating and Cooling is a family-owned and operated business that has been serving Iowa residents.
Boy, they've been busy with this heat wave. Well, Wyckoffs.
They offer 24-hour service and programs like
the
Peace of
hot.
Mind Plan for less than $15 a month. So if you want more time on the water or in the woods this year, please call the folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling for any of your home or business heating and cooling needs. One call to Wyckoff Heating and Cooling will bring
Morning,
you
Jim
peace of mind
Fettketter.
under your roof every day.
Jim Fettketter's working. Hey, Revelton's got a new deal going on. Go check out Revelton Distillery. They got a new bottle coming out. It's called I can't remember the name of it. Gosh darn it. It's a different barrel. Gardening and shooting the bow. There you go, Ellen. That sounds like fun.
All types of price ranges available with fancy.
And you get your big old broadhead and just shoot the weeds.
Let the folks at Speeds handle your golf cart needs.
Did you hear that? With Speed, let the pros at Speeds handle your golf cart needs.
We know that protecting your family's financial future is a priority, and life insurance is an easy way to help make that happen. You'll feel good knowing you've taken steps to protect what matters most if you were to pass away. Plus, life insurance is often more affordable than you think. Let's talk about options that fit you. Contact Darren Island.
Big old broadhead on there, and you're in the garden. Ooh, got a carrot. I see some carrots. I did a thing hunting a cantaloupe. I stalked a cantaloupe a couple years ago. I thought it was funny. People didn't. Not everything works. You know, you try. Today, we're stalking the mighty cantaloupe. Man, did you see the penetration that broadhead put through that melon? I thought it was funny.
Strings and cables make or break your bow setup. You want a string and cable that does not stretch and is reliable. So
good morning, Captain Dan. We caught those fish out in front of High Banks. Live Scope is awesome. Boy, that's my Bear River Guide Service. That's Fred's Bait and Tackle, live bait up in Deer River. That's Sean's dad. They caught some nice wallies yesterday. I was jealous. I wish I was up there with them, but they were corking leeches.
GasBowStrings.com.
You know, jerky is the ultimate outdoor companion.
I'm sure they do, Aaron.
Are unmatched, lightweight, compact, and require no refrigeration. It's a breeze to pack on hunting trips where space is kind of precious, you know? The long shelf life offers peace of mind, making it a reliable food source for extended trips or unexpected delays. Hunting demands stamina, and jerky's high protein content provides sustained energy, keeping you full and focused throughout long days in the field. For the perfect healthy snack, don't choose just any jerky. Choose Valor Jerky. Valor Jerky takes us outdoor essentials to the next level. Try Valor Turkey, bold flavors like Tactical Teriyaki, Heat Seeker Spice, or Base Camp Original. Next time you're geared up for an outdoor adventure, reach for
I'm just
Valor.
watching Andrew work. It amazes me how he works so well. You should see. Hey, where's your camera? You didn't get your camera out. You didn't bring it? Andrew didn't bring his camera. See, you could have had the Andrew cam. You're supposed to bring that.
Call radio with Outdoor Stan.
I don't have a camera. Oh, I'm done. All right, welcome back. No Andrew cam today. Andrew didn't bring his camera. I told him to bring that every week. Why don't you buy one? You know, I'm not made of money, Andrew. Instead of paying you next week, I could go buy a camera. You want me to do that?
Oh, you can afford a $40 camera.
I can't afford a $40. I'm broke, man. I've been buying gauze and Band-Aids and betadine and yeah.
You've been working on your medical degree.
Yeah. Boy, I tell you, it's been last time I gave somebody a shot when Scotty and I went moose hunting up in Alberta. when Stewie and I went up there, he asked me to give him a shot, and I did. And then I got Jenny the other day. Boy, she jumped. I said, what? She goes, that hurt. I said, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do it as best, I'm I went down to the VA and I talked to the people just to learn how to make sure bevel up, go at a 90-degree angle at a dart action because I figured I was going to have to give her a shot. But yeah, it's been a long time since I used to give shots. I used to give shots every day when I was in the service. I thought I was painless, but every once in a while.
Yeah.
If I order jerky today, will you count that for my July? Jeff, it's got to have a July date on it, buddy, if you're going to be in that contest. I got to keep the rules the same for everybody, man. Come on. Hey, Todd Rupert, everybody. I was just going to talk about my buddy Todd Rupert. So I was sitting there. I put a grunt call deal up yesterday on Facebook because I was sitting there doing some stuff, and I looked out of the corner of my eye, and there was that Rupert's Rut and Peace grunt call just looking at me. So I put that on Facebook. I said, it's calling me. No pun intended. So Todd is going to make some special for our 4-year anniversary. Todd's going to put he's going to make some special outdoor call radio grunt calls for me. So it'll have the Rut and Peace on one side and the outdoor call radio on the other. I don't know what to do. How do I do this? I'm going to give a couple away on the radio so everybody listening will have a crack at one. But I'm going to do a contest. I like to do contests where if you guys can put some skin in the game, it helps all the partners. It helps you. It helps me. It helps everybody. And I know sometimes that it's you guys like it when we do free stuff, like when we do we're going to do trivia today. That's free, and I get it. But I try to help everybody as much as I can. So I'm trying to think what I can. We got the anniversary stuff that we're giving away, the new listener contest. That would be awesome. It will be awesome, Larry, because it's a Rupert. It's a Rupert Rut and Peace grunt call. We're giving away our anniversary package. I got a new listener, and we got a few more new listeners this week. So thank you to everybody that sent me emails. And then we got a regular listener package we're doing in August. Send them in your merch store. I don't have time to have a merch store, Jeff. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. I'm busy. Between the TV stuff, trying to get the TV thing ready for October, and then doing all the radio programs and running the network, and no, I don't have time to run a merch store, and I really don't want to mess with it, to be honest with you. But now, if I wasn't doing a show, and if I was selling something, then I would have a store. But I hate the shipping stuff, man. I just don't like it. Anyway, what was I talking about?
Your new medical degree.
No, I wasn't talking about a medical.
you
No,
were.
I was not.
You just had no time frame.
You don't listen. See, you're supposed to be listening to keep me on track.
Perfectly to the key points.
Uh-huh.
No,
Anyway,
no.
I forgot what I was talking. Oh, the Rupert thing. So, I want to do a contest. If you buy, we'll probably do this in September. As soon as we're done with the anniversary stuff, I have to keep asking. I want a fishing towel. I got some fishing towels left. I'm trying to think. I've got a DSD turkey, full strut turkey in the box still, but I was kind of hoping to save that for the Deer Classic, to give that away at the booth at the Deer Classic. What would get you excited to buy a grunt call? I mean, I'm sure I could give away a Weeby knife for the first 10 or 12 people that bought a grunt call. I could give away like a multi-tool, maybe a Weeby multi-tool. I'm going to talk to Chad. And I don't want to wear Weeby out either. Weeby's really good about helping me with promotions. Or I could give away, if we do it in September, I can give away a couple pairs of hunting boots from my Tasca. So, if the first 12 people to buy a grunt call from Rupert's could have a chance at one or two pairs of boots. We could do that. I don't know. Give me some suggestions. What would you like to do? I know one thing we're doing today. Jaws. You know, Jaws is my favorite movie, one of my favorite movies of all time. And it's the 50th anniversary of Jaws. And I tried to get these last week because they've been playing Jaws all week on TV, right? And I could not get in there. So I've got a $25 gift card to Lotta Pop Popcorn. Popcorn in a movie.
Woo!
Yeah. So we're going to give one of those away here. I'm going to give you Jaws trivia today. Dun 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 dun. Okay, first, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna give this out right now. I'm gonna do one right now because I gotta get ready to go to the break. But we gotta figure out something to sell some grunt calls for Todd, and maybe give somebody a really nice prize. But we'll do it right after August when we give that Ozonics away from the jerky contest, and we give away those big prize packs. That sound good? But let me know what you would get you guys excited, and that's what we'll do. Rick, good morning. Jeff, how you doing, buddy? I have to keep asking. Yeah. Keep asking.
Isn't there a song about that or Beatles?
Oh, I know one thing I'm going to do. I've got 5 of these left. These Grizzly tumblers with the outdoor call radio on them. I know if you buy a grunt call, when we open that up, you'll get a tumbler. That's what we'll do. I'll give away a tumbler for the first 4 people that buy a grunt call. Don't do it right now. Let's wait a little bit. Boy Todd probably kill me to say that. Tell you what I'll do. If you go to Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey calls and you buy a grunt call, now it's not going to have the outdoor call radio logo on it, but if you want one of those 20-ounce Grizzly tumblers, the first 4 people that buy one and send me a receipt, you can go to the outdoorcallradio.com. That's the website. My email's right there, outdoorsdan@mac.com. I'll get you a tumbler. So
that's nice.
Yeah. So that means I got to pay for the shipping, see.
So you do have money.
I don't have money. I'm broke. Yeah.
There's a lot of holes in your story.
I hate to tell you this, Andrew, but I can't pay you next week.
Sure you can.
I figured you could donate a few weeks.
Donate a few weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, man, do I get a tax break?
Hey, speaking of that, where's your fantasy due money? Fantasy football due money?
You're just gonna pocket it yourself?
Well, absolutely, I'm gonna pocket it. I used all that money during the year.
I'm gonna send a strongly worded letter to the commission.
Well, I am the commissioner.
Yeah, so I get a strongly worded letter with the money.
Yeah, you and Nathan are the only 2 that haven't paid.
Oh man.
Yeah, let's get that due money in here.
We're getting better as a collective group here.
Yeah, there you go. Well, see, what I'll probably do is just take it out of his pay next week. That way everybody's paid. I quit worrying about it.
There you go.
Oh, hey, speaking of fantasy football, I was actually on Fantasy Alarm on Sirius Satellite Radio yesterday.
Nice, that's right.
Got to spend some time with Howard and Cooper, and I had a trade offer. I made a trade earlier in the year. You know how much I love fantasy football, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I made a trade. I traded my first round pick and my 10th round pick for Ryan's first round pick and I traded my first and my 7th for Ryan's first and the 10th. So I got the 1-1 because I wanted Justin Jefferson, but Howard's telling me I got to take Jamar Chase. And it upsets me. See, it's hard to be a homer and play fantasy football to win.
It sure is.
Because I love JJ. I honestly love Jefferson. I mean, the kid, I just love the kid. I loved him since he's a rookie. But Howard's telling me I'm messing up if I don't take Chase. So my brother, the dastardly Rick,
that's a heck of a cowboy name, outlaw name.
The dastardly, Rick Dastardly. He offered me his 3rd and his 4th round pick for that 2nd round pick, and I'm not going to do it. Sounds like a deal to me. What's that, Jeff? Sounds like we've talked about 20,000 things in the last 5 minutes. I have no idea what that means. Anyway, I said I called Howard and Coop on the show, and they plugged the radio show for me. They plugged the Outdoor Call radio app on national radio for me, and I even got to throw some turkey gobbles at them. So they it was a fun time being on Fantasy Alarm on the show with Howard Bender and Mr. Andrew Cooper. All right, here's what we're gonna do. If you want to go for this $25 gift card to Lotta Pop Popcorn, and I love it. Raven loves it. Jenny loves it. You're gonna love it too. Iowa grown popcorn. It's Jaws trivia, and I'm gonna tell me the name of the ship that Quint tells the story about. You tell me the name of the ship that Quint tells the story about in the movie. You first person to knows knows that gets it. I'm choking on a popcorn kernel. 244-1350. 244-1350. I'll be right back after these fine words from our partners.
Bada bing, bada boom. You're out of beer.
I don't know, Jeff. I think he's going to throw the ball, buddy.
The finest nourishment for
We'll see.
And happiness. That's where Patriot Paws steps in, offering treats crafted with unwavering dedication.
Watch that phone, boy.
A veteran-owned company.
Phone's ringing.
Proudly produces treats made in the USA, using only high quality.
There you go, Pete. Tell him thanks for sponsoring the show, please.
And beef. Choosing quality treats like Patriot Paws yields significant benefits. These treats.
Now, see, to me, that's the easiest. That's one of the easiest Jaws questions there is.
Less than 2% salt.
I could have said, what was the name of Hooper's boat? That's a hard question. And I think I've used that before in the past.
Patriot Paws are more than just delicious. They are a testament to quality. By choosing Patriot Paws, you also contribute to vital nonprofit programs supporting veterans, first responders, and shelter dogs. Find Patriot Paws at your local store or visit thepatriotpaws.com to purchase a bag today.
If you buy Rupert's Rut and Peace Grunt Call, it doesn't matter where you live. I'll get that tumbler to you, Stott. Yep. Doesn't matter where you live.
The #1 streaming platform for outdoor content, and it's one.
Yeah, because I'm gonna ship it to you once you send me a receipt. First 4 people.
From your browser, TV, or smart device. Real outdoor adventure. 0 subscription. Watch anytime, anywhere, always free. Carbon TV.
All right, last name.
Looking for the ultimate arrow? You want outstanding performance, durability, and consistency. Have you tried Kool-Aid arrows yet? Born from the trusted Mamba arrows, Kool-Aid delivers exceptional performance at an affordable price for archers nationwide. Experience incredible grain-for-grain speed and penetration on the 3D course or in the field. With all the spine and diameter choices you need for target or hunting season, Kool-Aid shafts feature the unique centrifugal weave, maximizing speed and penetration similar to a rifle barrel. Plus, the quality is unbeatable for the price. Kool-Aid arrows come
You know what I'm saying?
flex fletch veins for superior accuracy and quietness.
No.
So, for your next tournament or adventure, ask for Kool-Aid arrows at your nearest dealer or check them out online at KUHLEarchery.com. Kool-Aid Archery, where innovation meets passion.
Firearm enthusiasts love modern Spartan Systems carbon and copper lead destroyer cleaners and lubricants. They effectively clean and boost firearm performance, cutting friction by 90%. This green system keeps you on target. Anglers, try Fasai Slick Reel Grease for longer casts and smoother retrieves. For vehicles, boats, and all motors, consider modern Spartan Systems TVT Green Engine Oil Additive. Tests by top engineers show a significant 15% better mileage, double oil life, and a quieter, cooler engine. Get the advantage.
I better check out those grunt calls. Would a fishing towel fit in the cool? No, Jeff, I'm not throwing a tumbler or a towel in.
On social media, modern Spartan Systems, American made, safe, green, and
Throw a towel in.
Give me those sauces, grab the chicken strips, let's dunk them in there. There's nothing like it. Hey, I'm Joey. And I'm Josh. And we're team members at our local Chick-fil-A.
When was the
And a
game?
little thing you'll love about the Chick-fil-A chicken strips is dipping them in our sauces. My sauce is the barbecue sauce. If you wanted to add sweet, tangy flavors, there's nothing like it. I love the garden herb ranch sauce, but if you want a little bit more kick in the spicy side, you can mix it with buffalo sauce. Dipping them in our sauces, it is perfection.
It's the summer of Chick-fil-A chicken strips and sauces. Order now on the Chick-fil-A app.
That's
Team
fine.
members paid for their testimonials.
When I sent them out.
Turkey season is a passion shared by hunters, and it's fast approaching all across this nation. When it's time to start cutting, yelping, and clucking and purring at those boss toms, don't you want to have a call to run that you have confidence? I'm not selling, Jeff. I love you, but I'm not selling stuff, man. Because if I sell it, I got to charge you tax, and then I got to do the tax thing.
Jeff, keep on him.
Yeah. Jeff's always, Jeff's trying, man.
Good job, Jeff.
Roost and Peace turkey calls
Keep
are
up the
made of
good fight.
beautiful woods from walnut to hickory. Todd uses the best crystal, glass, slate, and aluminum. I gotta find them first. I think I got a few of those left somewhere. Sharpest cuts and excited yelps. I grabbed when I sold my boat. I grabbed mine off of my boat. That's the only thing left I got off my boat. I know, Jeff. I appreciate it, buddy. When it counts. So this upcoming turkey season, try a Rupert's Roost and Peace. See, I tried to get Andrew to run the store for me, but he won't do it.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio on 1350 ESPN. I'm doing a little Jaws trivia today because it's the 50th anniversary of the movie Jaws, one of my favorite movies ever. Andrew, I want to promote. See, I know Jeff. Jeff is so nice. He wants to promote us so bad.
Jeff's the man.
Yeah.
Jeff is the man.
Yeah. I'm telling you, got to come to the Deer Classic, Jeff. We always give stuff away at the booth. All right, let's go to the phones. What was the name of the ship that Quint talked about in the movie? Aaron, good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm good, buddy. What's the answer?
That'd be the USS Indianapolis.
That is correct. All right, you win, buddy. It'll be here at the station for you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, pal. Aaron appreciate you, Aaron. Aaron got a card. So Andrew will call Aaron after the show. Quint's story is true. Yes, that is a true story. They delivered the bomb, the Hiroshima bomb. That is a true story. That's the most tragic shipwreck in U.S. naval history. 1,100 men went in the water, and I think only like 300 of them came out. So the sharks got the rest. That's horrible. Because their mission was so secret, they didn't even send out an SOS, and they didn't list them overdue for a week. It's like coming off the movie right there. All right, I want to thank Stan Releases. I got a couple Stan Releases. I've been hearing really good things about Stan Releases, and I've been wanting to check them out. And I got a hold of a gentleman by the name of Dan Jassa, and Dan sent me some Stan Releases, which I thought was nice. Dan, boom, he did. And I really, really like them. So hopefully you're going to hear me talk more about Stan Releases, but made in the USA. And just, they got one that's got a clicker sear in it. So when you squeeze on that trigger, it'll click before it fires. I kind of like that because as I'm aiming, I know when that shot's going to go. I can just keep squeezing and pull through the shot. But they also make them without. And it is called a Solex release from Stan Releases. Solex. So if you want to check them out, you'll go from there. Rupert, are you still watching? What are we giving away for the grunt call? So I said I would do the first 4 people would get a tumbler if they bought a grunt call. Yeah, Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey calls, but you got to buy a grunt call. You can buy, I don't care which one you buy. He's got 2 different ones, but just remember now, they won't have the Outdoor Call Radio logo on it. I won't get those until later. Todd says, "Hi, Todd." Oh, I got you. Hi, Roop. Oh, Roop. I ain't got to talk. I usually talk to Roop every day. I haven't got to do that because I've been busy with Jenny, but I miss the old Rooper. The Rooper.
The roof is on fire.
The roof is on fire. That's right. Man, I can't wait for October, man. Halloween week, you get your buck decoy out there, get out there rattling, get that old grunt call, get that old growl going. I can't wait for deer season, man. It's gonna be so nice. I can't wait for it to cool off, man. I'm sick of the hot weather.
Yeah.
Raven's been miserable.
Oh, I bet.
He's just absolutely been
It
miserable.
sure cooks them.
Huh?
Black in the hot sun. Ugh.
Yeah. Dan, are you gonna give the other Lollipop certificate away? God. I was gonna save it for next week, but I guess
in the water here.
I guess
I mean, they're really going in the theme here.
I guess we could give another one away. All right. What a Jaws related it's getting time for the Iowa State Fair. You know, the only thing I like about the fair when it's over. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just too expensive, man.
But you got to go there for the butter cow.
I don't have to go there at all.
The butter Caitlin Clark.
Yeah. No, thank you. Yeah.
The giant slide.
Nope. There is absolutely nothing at the fair that gets me excited anymore.
The amount of things that they put on a stick for me is almost comical, and that's worth the price.
When we used to go do the show out there at the other state, at the other group, I still would spend $50-$60 just to go to work. The time I paid parking and buy a couple lemonades, because you know I got to have my lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd have something on a stick. It'd be $50-$60 gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I did win the cow chip throwing contest one time.
Yeah, and you can do it again, Dan.
Now,
you got this.
Once was enough. That's why I let Andrew throw out the first pitches at the Cubs games and stuff every year. You know?
Although you dropped the ball on this one.
I did not drop the ball. I told the boys that you wanted to do the hot dog gun.
Boom. And I not only didn't get the first pitch, I didn't get the hot dog gun.
You didn't get nothing.
I got absolutely nothing. So you dropped the ball on that one.
Well, I suggest you call Andrew Quillen or email him and say, I want my experiences at the Cubs game next year.
Yeah. Hot dog gun. Me.
Yeah.
That's all I need to write.
You live for that hot dog gun.
That thing is I want to get one.
July 19th, I will be up in Madison, Wisconsin at the Big Gearhead Bash. It is their 10-year anniversary. Here's another thing. I posted last night. Listen, I've shot some great bows over the years. And folks, if you've been listening to me for as long as I've been doing this show in Iowa, 24 or 25 years, right? I've always said it's hard to buy a bad bow anymore. Right? Andrew, how many times have you heard me say that?
Almost every day.
Well, not every show, but almost every show. Whenever I talk about bows, I usually say that qualifying statement. They're all pretty much made pretty well these days. Not like it was 20, 30 years ago. And but I'm going to tell you, I've shot Matthews for 18 years, and the only reason I didn't stay with Matthews is because they got a new marketing person in there, and she cut everybody. And I didn't want to call Brad and everybody crying about it. Because what kind of partnership are you going to have with somebody if you go around them? You're not. So I went over to Elite. That's when Larry and Philip and everybody was shooting Elites. And Elite was a good bow. I told you it was a good bow on the radio, and I'm still going to tell you it's a good bow. I would never tell you something was good if it wasn't. If I tell you something, good morning, Donovan, down there in Kansas, buddy. Triple H, my buddy. If I tell you it's a good product, you should check it out. That's the God's honest truth. I'm not just telling you that because I'm getting a paycheck. I won't promote something if it doesn't work. I just won't. I turn stuff away all the time. And Gearhead is a great bow. I've known the owner of Gearhead for 20-something years. Skippy P and his wife are just great people. You will never find a bow company that has better customer service than Gearhead Archery. Skip treats everybody like family. And he does. I mean, honestly, he loses sleep if he thinks somebody's not happy with their bows. That's how much he cares about his product. And I put a post on there last night. If you're looking for a new bow, Gearhead's going to have this big anniversary deal going on July 19th. It's a great time to come up there at the factory and shoot a bow and check them out. They're not for everybody. They don't look like a regular bow. They don't, but in my humble opinion, they are one of the, for stalking. If you love to go stalking out west, or if you like to run after elk with a bow, mule deer, whatever, antelope, if you like to spot and stalk, that gearhead's for you. That's how gearhead was born. Skip and the guys were out west hunting, and they said there's got to be a better bow idea out there for this, and that's how gearhead came out. It's the quietest bow I've ever shot. With my draw length, draw weight, and my setup, it's the quietest bow I've ever shot. And I had somebody challenge me on that last night and say, I don't know if you could say that's the quietest bow you ever shot. Well, yeah, I can, because I'm the one that shoots it. And when I went to Kansas, when I was at Triple H last spring or the year before, and Philip Vanderpool and everybody heard me shoot my bow out when I was out practicing. Jeff said he got a grunt call ordered already. There you go, Jeff. I'll make sure I got a tumbler safe for you. Send me a receipt when you get it. They couldn't believe how quiet my bow was. And it's whisper quiet. So I'm just telling you, Gearhead is a great bow. If you ain't got nothing to do on July 19th, drive up to Madison. There's gonna be free food. I'll be there for most of the day, and there's going to be a ton of prizes. Come out and say hi, and I especially want you to come out if you want to shoot a bow or try one of their crossbows. They're going to have demos going on, and they'll have sales. It's just a great deal. 7:49 and some change. I need to take my last break. Andrew's breaking me. Here's the second Jaws question of the day. Are you ready? Do I got to keep it to the first Jaws movie, or can I do the Jaws universe?
Let's go Jaws universe.
You want to do Jaws universe?
Yeah, if we're gonna do another one here, and they got to really earn it.
Okay, well, all right. Which one of the Brody boys got killed in Jaws 4? Which one of the Brody boys got killed in Jaws 4? If you know that answer, call Andrew 244-1350. We'll be right back.
Have you ever been out hunting and starting to do the hard work of breaking down
Morning, Nate.
tag only to have your knife fail after you just tried to take the hide off to quarter the animal? Well, let me tell you about a knife that will never let that happen to you. That's Weeby Knives. It's quickly becoming the go-to outdoor knife in the industry. Hey, it's Outdoors Dan. I want to tell you about the most functional set of outdoor knives I've came across in a while. Weeby Knives. Have trouble keeping an edge on a knife? Go check
See,
out.
I think that's hard. That's a hard question. Because I don't know if you can Google that.
I have a Weeby knife in my tackle box and my backpack. That way I know I'm covered no matter what job I need to do, and it's going to be done the right way. From turkey hunting to deer hunting, trapping to camping, Weeby knives are my go-to in the field.
I should have kept it at the original movie. Everybody's seen the original movie.
I'll reach for Weeby knives.
Huh?
Well, you can always ask the question.
Now that's a knife. Get yours at
Ooh, I just came up with a really good Jaws question. So if this one don't get answered here pretty quick, I'm going to switch it up. Because that's a hard question. Unless you've watched that movie, I don't know if you would know that.
Well, let me tell you, when you go bear hunting, it's an experience where you might encounter not only just bears, but fishers, huge whitetails, wolves, and even maybe a moose. One of the best places I know to go on a bear hunt is Bear River Guide Service in northern Minnesota.
Jeff goes, now I did. I ordered a grunt call. Now let's talk fishing time.
Well over 24 years.
He keeps trying.
Northern Minnesota is some of the biggest bears in the country, and it's amazing how quiet they can sneak into your stand. 1 second, you're looking at a big bunch of ferns and trees. The next thing you know, there could be a 400-pound black bear getting your heart jumping a few beats. I've shot several big bears with Gary and his family over the years. And one spot I go to
Big bear.
So
Big bear chased. Big bear chased me.
Go check out Bear River Guide Service in Deer River,
What?
Minnesota on Facebook.
Me.
And hey, give Gary a call.
Big bear chased me.
When you're heading out to northern Minnesota on your next fishing adventure, make sure you stop by Fred's Bait and Tackle in Deer River, Minnesota. Fred's
Any calls? You got a call? Got a call? I can't see that flasher unit going.
And all the lakes
I don't know why that flasher don't work no more. Yeah, it says phone. That used to flash.
fatheads, rainbows,
It's on the
shiners,
back side of that screen monitor.
Their bait is delivered fresh every day. Fred's Live Bait and Tackle also carries
No, Aaron, I'm not going bear hunting this year. I didn't draw a tag. Next year I should draw, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
and snacks for your trip. Fred's also
I need to have some bear burger.
Big Sucker's
I need some
for
bear
spearing
burger.
season in
What are
the
you talking
winter.
about?
So on
You
your
get it from
next
me,
fishing
remember?
trip to northern Minnesota, stop by
That's
Fred's
my kid's
Bite
favorite burger. A bad burger. Bear, antelope, and ground deer.
Ask them where are the fish biting. Sean
That's a
and
good
everyone at
That's a good
Fred's
burger right there, buddy.
and Little Winnie Trading Post will get you out to fish fast.
If I get a bear, I'm gonna have the straps and the loins, and then I think everything else I'm making in a burger.
Compass Carts offers a unique and durable system for all of your outdoor needs. Compass Carts works with your
Man, we used to do Beast Feast. That bear meat was gone in 20 minutes, man. People just ran to it.
They offer several
We haven't done those in a while.
your ATV or your side-by-side as well.
Did you ever go to the
Compass
Beast
Carts
Feast?
have great suspensions that hold up to big payloads.
I know I haven't yet.
That can handle
We ain't doing them anymore.
Oh, sorry.
harshest
Yeah.
terrains with no flats. They also convert to a
Hey,
carrier
those
for
used to
your
be really
live or bear
good.
by simply loading to your vehicle hitch with
Things
ease. So no more
change.
struggling to get your deer, elk, or other
Nothing
game
stays
gear
forever.
Just load it on your Compass Cart, and you're on your way.
Bear meatloaf. I think I've had bear meatloaf. To be honest with you, when we were doing the show, I think Tom made it one time. It was good. Bear's a great protein. It's very good to eat.
We love our pets and want the best care for them when injuries occur. VeserCare offers natural solutions for both dogs and horses, providing gentle yet effective relief. Their products promote healing and well-being.
All right, all my upland hunters, I got pheasant info for you coming up.
Antimicrobial and antifungal properties. This unique blend not only accelerates healing, but also supports your pet's skin's natural defenses with its low pH level, promoting a healthy skin barrier. Whether your pet has a cut, skin irritation, or needs protection from pests like flies and mosquitoes, VeserCare has a product to help. Their treatment cream and horse spray effectively repel these irritating insects. For exceptional pet care, explore VeserCare's full range of products and find them at your local veterinarian or online at VeserCare.com. Give your beloved animals the natural care they deserve with VeserCare, ensuring their comfort and well-being. Find them at your local veterinarian or online at VeserCare.com.
If you're an archer, you know how important the feel and performance of a bow is on your ability to send that arrow to where it needs to go.
I have no idea what you're saying there, Aaron.
And that's especially true when it comes to Gearhead. Gearhead bows are made in the USA and feature models that are compact, quiet, and lightweight. These
Just got to get all the fat off, Jeff.
you're in the tree stand or the ground blind. If you're a
Bear
saddle
roast is
hunter,
good.
Gearhead is definitely a bow
Bear
you need to
chops are
check
good.
out. Gearhead bows are engineered to be ahead of the
It's
game
all
with the newest
good.
tech available out there. Gearhead shoots for 100% customer satisfaction every day. They are constantly looking at ways to keep Gearhead bows quiet, deadly accurate, and affordable. So when you're looking for your next hunting partner, head over to your nearest dealer like Archery Field and Sports in Altoona, Iowa, or go online to www.gearheadarchery.com. Stack the deck on your next hunt with Gearhead. Shop online at gearheadarchery.com or locally at Archery Field and Sports in Altoona.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, probably next week. After next week, I'm going to get my cameras out, my Tacticam reveals, and I'm going to start scraping up. This time of year, I use premium buck urine, premium doe urine from Pure Whitetail. Dig out a scrape. I eat raccoon and beaver. It's fantastic. Don't have to brag, Jeff. Jeff's giving me some trapper language there. I'm gonna I use that. That's what I have the best luck with, and then I'll take the preorbital dust and I'll put that on the licking branch, or if I put a hemp rope over the scrape. Usually within a couple hours, I have deer going out and investigating that. Anytime you really disturb the earth and put some deer urine in there, the deer, they check it out. They're very curious animals, and that's their social media. That's how they do it. So it is. That's how they check in and see what everybody's doing. Hey, Fred, what's your name? Tony. Tony, where you at, Tony? Oh, there he is. Tony's right there in that scrape. That's and it's a great way to get the bucks habitualized to hitting those scrapes. So, when October gets here, you know what you have running around your farm. You can keep an inventory, and that them deer are going to eventually hit that scrape and maybe give you an opportunity. I love putting mock scrapes out this time of year. It's a great time to get out there and do it. All right, 757 and some change. I got to take another break. We're going to be back with our buddy from the Frugal Firearms Show. And then I'm going to give you a new Jaws question because nobody knew which one of the Brody boys got killed in Jaws 4. So we'll give you a new Jaws question when we come back on 1350 ESPN. And I'm not telling you.
Veins are very important.
I'm not burning a question.
And for consistent grouping. FlexFletch and its fine lineup of products has been helping archers
Standing by for Andrew's call. That's your guest.
are 30% thinner with a much greater taper than veins out there. This contributes to a dramatic reduction of
He wants to do an air check with you
veins. Also have the capability
to make sure his mic sounds all right.
Bounce back after pass-through shots on targets or game. This ensures consistent arrow flight every time. FlexFletch offers a variety of colors, sizes, and styles for any archer to use in their setup. Whether it's for 3D indoor or hunting, FlexFletch has the vein for you. To see these great veins and adhesives like Zing or FlexBond to get a great seal on your arrow when you fletch, go to your local dealer or flexfletch.com. FlexFletch, proudly made in the USA, based out of Minnesota.
You sound
You're heading out on your morning
pretty good.
hunt
Are you
well
on
before sun
speakerphone by
rays, so you
chance?
can stay undetected from that giant you've been chasing all season. Wouldn't it be nice to know exactly where your stand or blind location is?
This is going actually pretty good. So I was just saying, keep it like this. But if you had it on speaker, just don't put anything in the background. So
always have with you. The Onyx Hunt app allows you not
My
only
wife just texted me. Did anybody watch Jaws 4? It was stupid.
this is a little bit louder.
It was funny.
For now, can work. But if it,
Where you want the answer, Dan?
Yeah.
For what, Murph?
Recognized by game wardens all around the country as a valuable hunting tool.
We are just
you guys can't answer it because you got to come and pick up the prize. And don't say the answer because I don't want you burning my question.
1021 FM at 1350 ESPN, Des Moines sports leader, Des Moines Media Group station. You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to hour number 2 of the Outdoor Call Radio. Jaws 1 and Jaws 3 were the best. Okay, Matt. I like Jaws 2. I thought Jaws 2 was all right. Welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. We're just talking. Jenny's not wrong. Murph and Jeff said they got the answer to the trivia question, but Murph lives in PA and Jeff lives in New York, so they're not going to be able to drive here to get the prize. So I'm going to change it up here in a second, so that's fine.
Are you ready?
Yeah, ready for what?
The guest.
I am ready for the guest. Yeah, I just give me a second. I was trying to go through the feeds.
Looks like you were short circuiting there for a second.
No, I was not. I was not short circuiting. I was trying to read. Ship it like the meat. Ship it like the meatballs. There you go. Yeah, I had to bring the meatballs back, Murph. There you go. All right, next up, we got our buddy from the Frugal Firearms Show, Mr. Craig Walker, and we're going to be talking a little shooting stuff going on. Craig, good morning.
A little shooting stuff, a lot of shooting stuff, Dan. Good morning. How are you and your listeners today?
We're fine. We're talking about Jaws.
Well, thank you for bringing me on the show. So for those who don't know me, I'm Craig Walker. I'm the producer of the Frugal Firearms podcast. And I think maybe a little bit of introduction for your listeners. How did their show come about? It came about because we wanted a show that sort of respects a couple things. Not only the time of our listeners, because there's lots of great podcasts out there about guns, and I want to listen to a lot of them, but lots of shows are kind of inefficient, and they sort of meander around topics until they get to the point. So we really try to get to the point, and all of our shows are driven by a given topic, and it's a very broad spectrum of topics. But why did we call it Frugal Firearms?
Hey, Craig.
Yes, sir.
You're actually doing my job for me. See, that's my job to ask you those questions. Yeah, see, if you're gonna, if I have you on here and interview you and do the interview for yourself, Andrew and I can go play fantasy football.
I thought that's what you were doing already.
No. We don't do fantasy football yet. But see, that's actually why they have me here, is to ask you poignant questions.
Okay. Well, fire away, Dan. Ask me a poignant question or something challenging. Push me to the limit here.
All right. So, what year did you start your podcast?
It's only a couple years old, actually,
Mm.
and it does not publish weekly. It only publishes when we have something important to talk about.
So, with everything going on in the podcast streaming world, what inspired you to start the show?
Well, I did already, even if I just ran away with it, give you half of the story. But the other half of the story was this.
Yeah.
I mean, Dan, do you have expenses in your life?
Do I have expenses?
Yeah. Do you spend any money?
Never.
Yeah, I've got a 95-pound lab, man. I'm broke all the time.
Okay. Well, I think
Yeah.
pretty much everyone has other expenses, and we thought, lots of podcasts talk about all this cool gear, but a lot of it I'm never going to be able to afford. So we thought we need a podcast that's focused on value and really center on the value proposition. So frugal doesn't mean cheap firearms. It means spending your money wisely on firearms. And by the way, everything else across the whole shooting universe. It could be training. We had a show recently about, having coverage for people who carry, because what could be less frugal than going bankrupt after even a good shoot and ending up in court and defending yourself?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with being frugal. I mean, with the economy's getting better, but I mean, as the older I get, the more frugal I am. So I appreciate somebody trying to be frugal.
Absolutely. And I think that, no disrespect to the myriad of other great podcasts out there, but we wanted something that, our mission is get the best value for the listener. That's our one goal.
Now, what's your background as far as analytics and doing research on the products? What is your background? Do you have an engineering background, and how do you go about doing your ratings and testing out the stuff that you guys talk about on the shows?
Well, my background is I'm a mechanical engineer.
There you go.
And my co-host has a degree in computer science.
Okay.
So combining those things, we're pretty darn technical, and I've been that way ever since I could walk. So I view everything through that analytical lens.
Well, I think that's nice because I just talked about this, Craig, about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes ago. I was telling everybody about a certain thing, and yeah, I said, listen, if you hear something, if you hear it on this show, the St. Louis show, or on the Outdoor Call Radio Network, and you hear me talk about something, I guarantee you, I've taken that thing out, I've threw it against the ground, rubbed it against a tree. I've tested it and washed it in the washer and dryer, depending on if it's a no scent detergent. I field test everything a lot before I agree to take something on and promote it, because I want to be able to tell my listeners this stuff really works. And if I tell them that, I want them to rest assured that if they do buy it, they're not going to have any issues. And that's always served me well the last 27 years doing the programs. So I appreciate somebody that's got an analytical background or an engineering background that can actually take something, break it apart, and come up with a good sound description and working knowledge of the product so they know they work.
I agree, and I think that the ethics here are that if you're putting your name behind something, I mean, I don't make any money off of my Frugal Firearms podcast. I do it as part of, it's a mission, I think, and as maybe you pointed out, it's a long-term thing, and what you're trying to do is be ethical about it.
Well, you're building trust with you're building trust with your listeners, and then you still have to have your ethics where, like you said, when you go to bed at night, you can go to sleep,
Exactly. And I think that in our particular case is that we're trying to find things at lower price points that still meet that that quality perspective. And,
Yeah.
and that's a little harder. If money is not a limit, it's an easy thing to do. But when you start limiting yourself by all the other expenses in life, you may be finding that quality product and finding the best of the value. That's a challenge.
Yeah. Well, see, we work with a gun dealer here in Des Moines, Iowa. It's Crossroads Shooting Centers and then JLM Guns. And at Crossroads, they've got a huge rental case where you can actually go and rent the gun that you're looking to buy and take it out on the range and shoot it. So ergonomically, you can see if it feels right, if it's got the right trigger pull. And, I don't know how many times people, and I've done this myself, I've actually bought a firearm without shooting it first. And there's sometimes, Craig, I've regretted it because I didn't like it.
Yeah. Everyone has their own, priorities in terms of, you said trigger pull. Okay. So a lot of people are going to be very, very sensitive to that. I mean, I like blocks. I also know they have genuinely bad or not very good triggers compared to a lot of other things out there. So you can never really get into everyone's head and say what's best for everyone. Everyone has to do their own homework and has to be responsible for the choices that they make ultimately. We just try to help guide that.
Yeah. No, I think that's noble. So when I got a hold of Craig because my buddy Marcus over at Modern Spartan Systems I asked him, I said, hey, I want to know when you guys do all your reviews and all that, I want to know who are some of the people in the shooting community and that have actually taken your starter kit. Craig, I'm actually holding up the starter kit right here in my hand. I'm going to give one of these away today on the show. I want to know somebody that's actually used this, broke it down analytically, where it's coming back showing what exactly, to just defeat any skepticism out there that that this stuff's really working. He goes, well, we worked with and Dirk Stark actually gave me, I think, your name. But Marcus and Dirk gave me several people's names, and I called you guys. And I don't know, you and I talked for what, 25, 30 minutes when I called? I mean, we kind of had a pretty good discussion. And when you heard about modern the stuff that they were saying on the cleaning kits and stuff, you were taking the skeptical approach, from what I remember you telling me. Tell everybody about that real quick.
I take the skeptical approach on everything, Dan. That's how I was trained.
Yeah.
So, nothing against them, but and Marcus on another very fine podcast I was listening to, made a couple comments that I thought were overstated. And I thought, I've seen this mantra before in the gun world of our lube is the best. And from an engineering perspective, I just look at it as, how are you actually going to be able to objectively test that? And then he made a comment that really tipped the scales, and it had to do with, engineers are skeptical people. It's like, well, you're right there, my friend, but you're also you're talking to the wrong guy because you just set yourself up for failure there, Marcus. So I thought, I'm going to buy his product, and I'm going to end up throwing this guy under the bus.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I was the first and happiest guy to retract that statement because I put it in my car. Now, did I put the gun oil in my car? No. I put in a product that is on their automotive side, but it's borrowing the same technology.
It's what's that called? TVT?
It's TVT green.
Yeah, TVT green. That's right.
Yeah, and why would I test a gun product? I mean, it isn't literally testing a gun product in the car, but you're using the same technology, and so why would you do that? I mean, let me ask you this question, Dan. Do you know how long a barrel lasts in a gun?
Well,
what would you guess?
It would really depend on how much you shoot, wouldn't it?
Well, if you actually aggregated the time that the bullet is in the barrel, that barrel shot out in about 6 seconds. And people don't think about that, but that barrel life is on average about 6 seconds. That's how long the bullet is in contact over its life with the barrel. So I thought, well, I'm not going to shoot out a barrel thousands and thousands of rounds to test this. So I thought, well, what else could I do? What's something convenient that I already have that I use all the time that puts lots of stresses on metal? Well, your car does that.
Sure.
And when I kind of ran the numbers on this, I mean, if you think about this, a piston going up and down in an engine, let's say you get 300 miles on a tank full, just to use a round number. An average engine, the one piston in that engine is going to go about 360,000 feet up and down in that bore, which is about 68 miles between tankfuls. How long would it take to test that kind of wear resistance on a gun? I mean, you'd go broke buying ammunition, and by the way, you'd probably get the ATF would be looking at you going, "Why are you buying millions of rounds?"
Yeah.
And probably a bunch of defense contractors would be trying to sell you those rounds.
Well, I haven't got to use the TVT stuff. So since you've actually used that, I think Marcus says you get anywhere from 5 to 15% more gas mileage or percentage. What did you find on that yourself?
I admittedly, I got less than that. I got, you might think, well, that's not much of a result, but actually that's not true. That's a big result.
Craig, you cut out on me there. What was the finding that you got?
I'm sorry. I said that I had about 3.5 to 4%
okay.
on my experience, and that, by the way, is still an excellent result. When you look at I live in California.
Yeah.
When you look at the cost of gas, that's still very significant. And when you look at all the different things a car does, the engine friction is only a fraction of that. And to be able to get that kind of a result, does it pay for itself? Oh, quickly, very quickly.
Yeah.
And by the way, what else does it do? I mean, you're going to end up with less wear. And that's going to save you wear. What's the frugal part of that?
Well,
you're not rebuilding the engine.
Yeah, well, absolutely. And from what he's telling me, this works good on your outboard, your lawnmower, anything with an engine you can use this in.
Anything that you want to reduce friction in, and whether it's your gun, whether it's your car, whether it's anything, it's going to do. Look, the best thing to do for the non-believers out there, because I was one of them, is go look up some of the YouTube videos. And one of my favorite ones was, is it okay if I mention the channel?
No, you're good. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, it was something called Cummins 1776. The video is kind of old. It's about 9 years old now because, accuracy has been out there that long. And they used a barrel blank. So that's relevant to what we're talking about. And they put it on essentially a lathe. And then they used various lubricants up against that and put pressure on it. Now, some of I'm not going to mention because I don't disparage products, but some of your popular products, one of them lasted 4 seconds. To tell you the truth, it lasted 0 seconds.
Wow.
It didn't last at all. And what do I mean by that? When they put metal on metal, you'd hear it screeching. It's a horrible sound. It would gall the metal, basically destroy the outside of the barrel. When they put accuracy oil on it, they went 4 minutes without it causing damage to the barrel.
Wow.
And that's one drop. And that was accuracy oil.
So is that like putting it on a patch and running it down your barrel a couple times?
Putting it on a patch and running it down your barrel is the way that you increase your accuracy and your velocity.
Yeah.
And that's a seasoning process, which is very quickly done. What they were using in this particular test was the outside of the barrel, and they just put it on a lathe.
Huh.
They, put tremendous amounts of pressure on it. There's other examples that you can see. It's something called the Timken bearing machine, which is a brutal test. And they would use various other oils that are for the automotive industry. And you'd see the same thing. In every case, all these popular oils that are out there would fail nearly instantaneously. And the TBT green would just go and go and go. And they'd keep adding weight, which increases pressure. And it would just keep going and going and going.
Okay.
And You know, the proof is there. I mean, as much as I want to be skeptical of the product, I can't deny what my eyes are telling me.
Well, no, I believe you. You're an engineer. Hey, Craig, hang on. I got to hit a real quick break. We'll be right back with Craig from the Frugal Firearms Podcast on 1350 ESPN. I told you this stuff works.
You see his scrape line, but just can't figure him out. Have you heard of Pure?
I don't have any I got some TVT at home. I'll bring that in next week or two. We'll give a bottle of that away. But I'm going to give away the starter kit. So if you shoot, you're going to want this.
Pure Whitetail's natural and synthetic products are developed straight off their farm. Scents like Bedded Up, Fixation, and Power Shot, to name a few. Scents are available in powder and liquid form to last longer on hanging branches or scrapes.
There you go, Ricky.
Try the White Lightning Estrus scent. It's a proven scent that...
Rick said he loves his Rupert's grunt call.
Whitetail is more than scents. It's a community of hunters that are family. Just go to purewhitetail.com and check out all they have to offer.
Craig kind of took off on me there.
Seed, grilling sauces, coffee, apparel, field staff opportunities, and family.
He's used to doing this.
Go to purewhitetail.com.
He had everything scripted out.
Locked and loaded.
Hey, man, you're doing my job. Come on. I need my job. I got bills to pay.
Itasca Footwear has been helping folks on their
He's a nice guy.
over 40 years. Itasca learned over the years that using only the highest quality materials and hardware is...
Oh, man, I'm so ready for October. Aren't you guys ready for October? I am.
Riding snowmobile trails or ice fishing in sub-zero weather.
Get some fall fishing in September.
Not only a great fit, but comfort.
Get the old tree stands and ground blinds out.
It has sizes and styles for the whole family. You want to give them the same comfort and fit that you look for in footwear so everyone can enjoy their day. Look for Itasca Footwear, trusted by millions of customers at most major and family-owned retailers. For more information or footwear styles, please go to www.itascabrands.com. Itasca Footwear. They will keep you on the move.
Our dogs are part of the family, and we want to protect them at all times. Do you live in an area that you want to keep open and not have a traditional fence to protect your pet? No worries. Call Chris at Pet Stop of Des Moines. Chris Spoltra is the owner of the Pet Stop franchise in the Des Moines area and has been keeping pets safe for over 19 years. A Pet Stop system will not only keep your pet from leaving your desired area outside, but can also be set up to keep your pet in other areas.
Have you got all the commercials?
The Pet Stop system is underground, keeping your
MP3s.
property open and easy to maintain. Plus, with a friendly user app on your phone, you can customize the Pet Stop system to help your dogs enjoy their playtime and stay safe at the same time. For more information,
because I got somebody.
Keep your home looking great. Call 515-975-2190 or go online at petstop.com. Pet Stop of Des Moines.
There you go, Hoyt.
Recommended and Raven approved.
Hey students, are you into shooting sports? Well, if you are, have you ever thought about using your passion to help you through college? Grandview University is a small private college that is looking for students that have a passion for the shooting sports and learning. Grandview University has a shooting sports program that, if you qualify, will give you a guaranteed rate for your whole education while on the shooting team. That means your cost won't go up. You will get to.
I bet you, Charlie, if you're watching this, I bet you'd like that accuracy oil for the people on the skeet trap team.
With a ton of opportunity.
You need to get a hold of them, Charlie.
Advance your education and love to shoot. Why not shoot for a college program that
I know I need all the help I get.
And has a winning record of 4 times national champion? Grandview Shooting Sports athletes will have your ammo, uniforms, travel, and education covered in your scholarship. If you like to shoot for the stars and push yourself, Grandview University wants to talk with you. For more information, check them out at gvvikings.com.
Hey, Outdoors Dan here. How many times have you had to quit hunting because your feet got colder?
I am, Nate. I'm going to give it out here in a second, buddy.
Great in any weather or outdoor activity.
Oh, you got the answer for the other one? Well, you can call in if you want, Nate. 244-1350. That's fine.
Socks out there.
You betcha.
Will keep your feet comfortable and feeling
just
great.
Make sure Andrew answers the phone.
Socks will wick away any moisture that you might encounter. Plus, work with your outdoor footwear.
Nate says, "Are you still taking answers for the last Jaws question?" Absolutely. I would never say no.
Socks from smelling. They have heavyweight and lightweight styles with a bunch of color and size choices for you to choose from. Plus, gift boxes are available that are 100% guaranteed. So this year, when you plan your outdoor activities, make sure you keep your feet comfortable and feeling great all day. Try a pair of Norlander socks, pure alpaca, pure comfort. For more information, just go to norlandersocks.com and give your feet a treat.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Talking a little accuracy, oil, some carbon blaster, some lead destroyer, some how to improve your gas mileage with our buddy Craig Walker from the Frugal Firearms podcast. So, hey, Craig, I got to ask you real quick, going back to the TVT product. So when you do your oil change, do you say like if your oil it needs 5 quarts? How much do you subtract the oil when you add the TVT, or do you just add it?
The first time that you use it, it's sold as a pint, and you would throw in the whole pint, and then after that, because this is an ionic bonding, it isn't like electroplating the metal. It will slightly wear off over time, so you refresh it at the rate of about a half a pint on subsequent oil changes.
Okay. All right, and then you say like if you need 5 quarts of oil, you put 4.5 quarts of oil and then the half a pint of TVT.
I think it caught me a little unaware on that question. I think that we'd probably. I think that a pint. I believe a pint is good for 8 quarts.
Okay. So you add.
Way more than it's like an 11 quart system, and I got my results on one.
Get you on here.
Okay. So whatever your recommended filling of the oil is, go ahead and do that, and just add the TVT to it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't take much.
Okay. I need to ask because I'm not a gearhead, so I just don't want to mess anything up. So I appreciate that real quick. And on the accuracy oil. So do you recommend if you're out hunting or you're doing long distance shooting, do you recommend taking a patch and run that through after every shot or every other shot to be more accurate?
You can, particularly if you're a long distance shooter, you can once you have the barrel seasoned, and I'll use that term like a cooking term, which is a pretty quick process. You don't need to do it. You don't need to do it shot to shot. And one thing you'll find is that since it's increasing the lubricity of the barrel, it's going to keep the barrel temperature shot to shot lower. So the precision shooters are going to benefit because now they don't have to wait so long for the barrel to cool down.
Now, what about shotgun hunters? Same principle?
Anything that produces carbon.
Okay.
Muzzle loaders too. Absolutely.
Man, I don't know about you, but that's the worst thing about shooting a muzzleloader is cleaning them and everything afterwards, and then having to reload and run a patch through. So this will actually make muzzleloader hunting easier.
Well, there's one thing worse, and it's coming, is suppressors.
Okay.
And they have a kit that is specific to get the carbon buildup out of suppressors, and you talk, oh my God, hard to do.
Okay. Modern Marcus is coming out with that?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's on his webpage. Currently, it's not in stock. It does contain a third product. It's got carbon destroyer. It's got accuracy oil, and then it's something that gets rid of all the remaining residue.
Okay.
It's important. It's something like that.
Well, I didn't know about that, so that's breaking news right there. That's awesome. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, it's amazing to me. Like I said, I'm a bow hunter, so I shoot more stick and string than I do anything else. But I do have a lot of guns and I do shoot, but I am no means an authority on firearms. So that's why I was excited to get you on here.
Oh yeah, it's one big community, and we're all helping each other. And by the way, I was anticipating something over the break here. It's like, what would these people want to know? Oh, that it's an American-made product.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, low odor. That's hard to say, and low toxicity. And by the way, if you're willing to let me give it out, I have a discount code for your listeners as well.
Oh yeah, go ahead, fire away.
So My podcast, again, is Frugal Firearms Podcast, which is also at frugalfirearmspodcast.com. Very easy to find, or in a podcast aggregator. And the discount code is FFP10, which will get you 10% off right off the top.
Well, you can't beat that. All right, I told you this would go pretty quick, man. We're gonna try to get Craig, him and his partner on the Outdoor Call Radio Network here in several months. When they're building up their library, as soon as they get up to a certain point, we can start running them every week on the network. We're gonna get them on in the rotation. So we appreciate that, and I'll probably try to get you back on before winter if you got time to come on and spend some time with us.
My time is your time, Dan. It's important to get the message out on this and other good products and good people out there trying to do the right thing, sir.
Yeah, I like that. My time is your time. That's an outstanding answer, Craig.
You win. Even if I did try to take over the front end of your show.
Oh, you're fine. Hey, no worries, man. I just got to make sure they don't see that I'm not a necessary item on the show, so I can pay my bills. That's all.
Hey, without you, none of your listeners have any of this message. That's why you're important.
Well, I don't know about that either, but hey, tell them if they want more information about the Frugal Firearms Podcast, what's the best way to find you?
Again, Frugal Firearms, and that's plural, so there's an S in there. frugalfirearmspodcast.com, or just go to your podcast aggregator. We're on pretty much we're on stuff I didn't even know existed. And frugalfirearmspodcast@gmail.com if someone wants to reach out directly to us.
Yeah. Hey, did you know Marcus was a professional wrestler at one time?
I did not.
Yeah, so next time you talk to him, tell him you want to get him in a spinning Nelson or a flying forearm kick.
I don't know. I don't want to do. No. My CCW creates equity, and that's what I'm after. I don't want to put myself at a disadvantage.
Oh, he loves talking wrestling, man. I talked to him for half an hour when I found that out. Dirk told me that, and I said, "Oh, I got to call Marcus." Because see, when I was growing up, my dad loved professional wrestling. He actually knew a couple professional wrestlers. So, yeah, I really like Marcus. He's a nice man.
Well, he's an honorable man, more importantly.
Yeah.
I mean, he cares about stuff. We did another show with him talking about the election to the NRA.
Yeah.
And that was a very important one, too. It had nothing to do with selling his product.
Yeah.
It's about having a community of the right people.
Yeah, he's a good dude, that's for sure. Craig, we'll talk to you soon, buddy. Have a good rest of your summer.
Thank you. You do the same. Bye-bye.
There he goes, Mr. Craig Walker, everybody. All right, let's head over to the phones. We got a Jaws answer. Nate the Great. How's it going, Nate the Great?
What's going on?
Well, we were just talking to Craig. Did you like that interview? I like it when there's analytical engineering people that it can actually tell you if it's Buckus or not. Don't you?
Yeah, just somebody who actually knows what they're talking about, the product they're trying to.
Yeah, well, I'm not an engineer. I can take something out and I can run a patch down my barrel and tell them, I got a little better groups. I can do that, but as far as giving, and I really liked about the TVT stuff, and because I'm going to put that in my Polaris, my side by side, and I'm going to put that in my Chevy truck. Because, man, if I can get 3 to 5% better gas mileage, it's worth it.
Well, definitely.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. Hey, you got a Jaws answer for me?
I believe the answer is Sean.
Dun 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 dun. That's right. That's it. You got it, man. Now, did you Google that, or how'd you know that?
I've actually watched Jaws a few times, so.
Yeah. Now, see, my wife says Jaws 4 was dumb. But I actually tell the first 5 minutes of that movie is awesome, and it's like, oh, this is going to be really good, and then it did get pretty dumb.
Well, usually the second, third, and fourth spinoffs aren't the greatest, but
I like Jaws 2. I thought Jaws 2 was okay. I missed Hooper, but I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I mean it's a good movie to watch. I mean, you watch all those old movies. I like them better than the new ones.
I'm with you 100%. My wife gets aggravated with me because she doesn't like black and white movies and stuff. And it's like, honey, they got better scripts. They're made better, and you can watch them with your family. I will watch an older movie than a new movie any day, Nate.
That's exactly right.
Yep, I'm with you, buddy. All right, Nate the Great. Andrew, we'll call you after the show, and you tell a lot of Pop thanks for sponsoring the show, will you?
Thank you.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you. Thank you for listening.
Yep, bye.
There goes Nate the Great. Oh, man. All right, we got to take a break. We'll tell you who the secret listeners. I'm giving 2 things away today. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN. Gonna wait on work. I can't walk away from your show. Well, Dale and Rick, thank you guys.
Video easier in the field. They're extremely lightweight, durable, and easy.
Oh, Rick. Tricky Ricky.
The shoulder system is also very adaptable to any tree or ground line setup. The bases are affordable and easy.
Well, gosh darn it, now I'm out of popcorn certificates.
Camera arms are available, including the Stiff
Not a bad thing.
Stiff
Yeah.
Arm Pro and Stiff Arm Elite. They're made of high
Boy, Raven loves that kettle corn.
About.
Oh, that dog, man. He's so. I threw them bags of popcorn in the truck yesterday. He was all. What's that? Is that popcorn from What a Pop, Dad? Oh, that dog got me up at 2:00 this morning. It's 2 in the morning, dog.
2 in the morning. Hallelujah.
Sorry. Oh, and he doesn't do it during. It's always on Friday night. Like, I want to sleep.
Delicious meals or great tasting snacks. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to help you make some of the best tasting sausage, snack sticks, or jerky.
Man, I tell you what, I'm
High
sick.
Mountain Seasonings offers simple, easy-to-use kits that are used at home, including 3 new low-sodium blends. That
One
will
day I'll
produce
wake up hurting
well-made snacks
everywhere.
your family will love. High Mountain Seasonings makes
never-
grilling steaks or smoking your
never
favorite
know when I'm gonna
meats
hurt
taste
that bad.
even
I'm
better
telling
with
you.
their specialty spices.
Rox always says to me, "Could you watch something made in this century?" Nope.
Nope.
I mean, there's a couple movies I like that were made in, but there's not a lot of them.
Your favorite grilling retailer. Or go to himtnjerky.com.
Especially the good horror movies, man. The good horror movies were, like Dracula and Wolfman and Frankenstein, The Mummy, Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Blob, the original Blob.
All the blood.
That's a good movie. Steve McQueen was actually in that movie. Yeah. Oh, let's see.
You're going to capture your hunts like never before.
Yeah.
They can help you cover your
Movies were just better back then. I got the old World War II submarine movies were good. Westerns. I'd watch that any day. Dracula's dog. Dracula had a dog, Rick? Really? I don't think I've ever seen Dracula's dog. Is there a Dracula's dog movie, really?
There might be a spin-off, but I have no idea.
Dracula's dog.
Tacticam.com for more info.
Oh.
Hello, this is Dave from JLM Shooter Supply in Irvington. We are a full-service gun shop that specializes in helping you find the right firearm for your needs. We carry new and used firearms for all shooting disciplines, from self-defense to shooting.
I watched a good movie the other day, The Thing, the original Thing. If you have not seen that, go on, is it on Tubi? It's either on Tubi or it's on Tubi. It's free it's a free app, smart app on your TV. And it doesn't cost you anything to watch it. It's got James Arness in it. And that's one of the that is an awesome sci-fi horror movie, The Thing. Look that up.
We handle it all
When
at
was that?
JLM Shooter Supply in Irvington.
Huh?
Please stop by
When
and
was
see
that?
us.
It was made in the 50s.
3931 Douglas
Sounds
Avenue
like
in
a
Irvington.
more recent.
I like it better than the Kurt Russell movie.
331-1577. That's 515-331-1577.
Let's talk about a story, an Iowa story about a dream that took several years to come true in Osceola, Iowa. It's the story of Revelton Distilling Company. These fine distilled whiskeys, gins, and vodkas were born from the labor of Rob and Christina Taylor. It's amazing hearing the
One of the all-time classics, Rick says.
each bottle looks and how each spirit tastes and satisfies with every sip. From the honey whiskey to the whiskey and cream, or the robust mulberry gin, American gin, or vodkas. Revelton Distilling visitors can't believe the flavor profiles the mixologists are creating at the distillery every day. Revelton Distillery is open Wednesday through Sunday in Osceola. They're located at 1400 West Clay Street, right off I-35. Revelton Distillery fine spirits are also available at your local grocery and other retailers around Iowa. Please check them out online at reveltondistillery.com or visit them at the distillery. If it's time to celebrate or just time to sit back and unwind, well, then it's time for a Revelton moment.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
That break was brought to you by the fine folks at Herman's Fine Jewelers. I talked to Herman's the other day. They're doing well. They love to see you over 2900 University in West Des Moines. They've got diamonds waiting for you. They've got mountings waiting for you. They've got in-store jewelry repair they can do for you. They can make you a custom jewelry item. They're doing a bear claw for me right now. You can, if you got stuff laying around that you just don't use anymore, and hey, the fall hunting season is not that far away. You need some new camo boots. You need a new gun. Well, take your stuff over there, and Herman's will give you more for what you got on your treasure than anybody else around. Trust me. And they'll do it with a smile. 515-222-2600, 515-222-2600. Herman's Fine Jewelers. They're so nice. They're going to treat you like family. Go check them out. All right. Real quickly, I'm going to give away this Modern Spartan Systems starter kit. This is a great kit. If you are a firearms shooter, you like to hunt, you like to shoot, you're going to want this. It's got the accuracy oil, the carbon destroyer, the copper lead destroyer, and a crystal clear. It's gentle on optics, but it cleans them really well, UV resistant, and this stuff's all green and it's made in the USA. Thanks to our buddy Marcus at Modern Spartan Systems. Go check it out, modernspartansystems.com. Please go check that out. Everybody that's an outdoors person should be buying this stuff. It's going to make your life in the outdoors way better. If you haven't won anything in the last 30 days, 244-1350, 244-1350. And if you can tell me, all you got to do is just tell me. Tell me, what should I make it easy?
Yeah.
I'll just do the third caller. Third caller, it's yours. That's easy, man.
Well, not too easy.
Yeah. Are you gonna watch the phones? Look at it. They're all going nuts. See? Look at that.
Why?
What?
Why are you making it so easy? You gotta give him like a little challenge.
Well, I can't change it now.
It's already out there in the ether.
I already said it.
Can't stop it now.
Yeah, I can't. Pheasant population expected to benefit from the mild winter. The Iowa pheasant population, according to Iowa State climatologist, says last winter was the fourth least snowy 138 years, and the spring was normal for rain and temperature. Given the statewide information, we are expecting a good nesting effort. Our weather model is predicting pheasant populations will likely be higher for the 25 hunting season. Todd Bogenschutz, wildlife biologist for the Iowa Department of Natural Resources, says the weather model is based on a 50-year of weather data and roadside pheasant counts. August roadside survey is not that far away. Iowa DNR conducts its annual upland population survey each August. I just talked about that, which is the best indicator for what the populations will be this fall. Results from the August roadside survey will be available on September 15th. I will be so happy on September 15th. I'm going to be in such a better place on September 15th. Reports of hens with chicks started in northern Iowa in middle May, and sightings have been since reported from across the state. So there you go. Iowa Scholastic Clay Target Program Skeet Championships. 332 athletes from 39 Iowa teams participated in the 2025 Iowa Scholastic Clay Target Program, SCTP, June 18th through the 21st at the new Pioneer Gun Club in Waukee. The Pelham Christian Eagles took home top varsity skeet squad honors, while Ankeny Centennial Jaguars Shooting Sports took home the women's first place individual honors, and Des Moines Clay Crushers took home the men's first place individual honors. So congratulations to all. I got all their names, but I don't know if I got time to do everybody. You know what? I'll through it. Women's varsity individual skeet, Lauren Harmon, Lily Jennings, Brenly Van Wyck. Men's varsity individual skeet, Owen McConnell, Deacon Boot, Creighton Voss. Skeet varsity squads, Pella Christian Eagles, Ankeny Centennial Jaguars, Des Moines Clay Crushers. All skeet teams are determined by combining a senior division athletics league and skeet championship event scores. Total of 350 points is possible. Ladies skeet all-state team: Quincy O'Donnell, Megan Voss, Lily Jennings, Lauren Harmon, Madeline Schroeder. Men's skeet all-state team: Owen McConnellville, Deacon Boot, Trayton Voss, Maddox Henyon, and Dylan Eidermark. Ladies high overall championship team: Megan Voss, Lily Jennings, Madeline Schroeder, Hailey Burke, and Quincy O'Donnell. Men's: Dylan Eidermark, Ledger Smith, Deacon Boot, Hunter Eidermark, and Trayton Voss. Congratulations, kids. You did good. Proud of you. You did good. All right, we got the big anniversary giveaway going on at the Outdoor Call Radio. If you have not downloaded the Outdoor Call Radio app, it's free to download. You might win a $900 to $1,000 prize pack just for doing the app and listening Monday through Friday. All you got to do is download the app, shoot a screenshot of a show you're listening to, and email it to me. My email's right there on the app, or you can find my email on the outdoorcallradio.com. Or you can just punch in outdoorsdan.com. It'll take you to the website too. My email's right there. But download the app. It's free. There's some great shows running Monday through Friday there, 24 hours, 7 days a week, outdoor radio. We run our stuff on weekends, and I'm usually live on Wednesday at 5. I haven't been live the last 2 weeks. I've been taking care of Jenny. But I should be live moving forward next Wednesday, unless she has something come up or with an appointment or something. Anyway, we're giving away, I've got an Ozonics unit in there. We got Vortex Optics. I got a bunch of stuff, man. So get out there and get some stuff. Well, somebody's going to win a new, brand new DSD deer decoy. You're going to get stuff from Game High, Pure Whitetail, Rupert's Grunt Calls, Weeby Knives, Fourth Arrow Camera Arms. I got a bunch of stuff in there. Wow, that went quick.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
And we did, and we still have not yet impersonated Joe.
Oh, Joe, what you doing, Joe? Out there at Carl Chevrolet. Dan Young, how you doing, Dan Young? I was seeing you in Yagers, man. I tell you that when you're gonna get that chuck wagon of that Chevy truck over here, so we can make sure your tires and your oils where it needs to be. Joe, I appreciate the fact that you care about me as a customer to do that. Well, Dan, we butter your biscuit when you come over here at Carl Chevrolet, because we make sure that we kick up everything. It's a root tooting, horse throwing kind of thing. Make sure you get the best rebates, the best deals, and more for your trade-in than any other body can wrangle up over here at the Carl Chevrolet Corral. He's not even there. He's on vacation.
Uh-huh.
So don't go over there right now. Well, you can, but you won't see Joe, because he's out there rooting and tooting and wrangling up. He's renting special deals. He's on vacation, and he's got that NADA book underneath his arm, because he's studying up what your trade-in's worth, because he's that good of a salesman. Joe Smeltzer, everybody. We call him Smoking Joe, but we should be calling him Old Barbecue Joe, because he will make sure he rustles up the best deal for you. Why am I going on a Western thing today? I don't understand where that popped in my head. But anyway, go see Joe Smeltzer at Carl Chevrolet or Believer. They will be your dealer for life. Did you get a winner?
Yes, we did.
Who won?
David Campbell.
Well, way to go, David Campbell.
Yeah,
they're going to like
that. Pleasant Hill.
Pleasant Hill is in the house.
Mm-hmm.
All right, speaking of winners, secret winners of the week. Now, this is what we do. If you download the app and you send me a screenshot, not only if you haven't downloaded the app before and you're new to the network and you email me, you're going to be in a separate folder. We did get a couple more people this week, but it's under 20 people right now. We give away a prize every Saturday on the show from people that listen to the app Monday through Friday. And this week's secret listener winner is Patrick O'Connor of Des Moines, Iowa. Patrick won. What did Patrick win? Patrick won a high. Huh? He won what?
We don't know.
He won a High Mountain Sausage Make Summer Sausage Jalapeno, cracked pepper, garlic, and Hunter's Blend sausage kit from High Mountain Seasonings.
Hot dog.
And then, let's see, Stephen Fisk of Peoria, Illinois. This is the second prize. He won. Are you ready? He won an electric workshop sharpener. Woo! Congratulations, Stephen. Patrick O'Connor and Stephen Fisk of Peoria, Illinois. Yeah, holy hole in a donut. Thanks for the pheasant free. You're welcome, Brant. Not a problem, buddy. All right, I am really late for a break. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Are you into hunting, fishing, camping, or tailgating?
Huh?
He's still doing it.
Am I doing all right?
You'll have a couple minutes when we come back.
Ice is
So
a
wrap it
brand
up.
new way to keep your game, beverages,
Wrap it
and
up.
camping supplies cold
Wrap
and fresh.
wrap it up.
Ice packs are a rugged ice substitute that maintains low temperature longer than a bag of ice and does not have the slushy mess that can contaminate what's in your cooler. If you like to hunt or fish, look at the Alaskan Series or Arctic ice packs that will keep your game or fish at 34 degrees for 3 to 4 days. If you're wanting to really freeze things up, try the Tundra packs that can keep your wild game and fish at dry ice temperatures for the travel back home. For tailgating or camping, try the Chillin' Brew packs. They will keep your beverages of choice at frosty cold temperatures 4 times longer than what a bag of ice can. If you want your game, fish, or camping goods to stay fresh and cold as possible without the mess of regular ice, go check out Arctic Ice Packs today. You can find models of Arctic Ice Packs at Sportsman's Warehouse or at www.arctic-ice.com.
Hey, are you in the market for a new RV this year? Here's a place to help you start looking for that new travel partner for your next vacation or outdoor adventure. Head on over to the friendly folks at Imperial RV Center in Ankeny. Imperial RV has been serving Iowa camping enthusiasts for 50 years. They carry pull-behind or fifth-wheel RVs from Sprinter, Hideout, Passport, and Alpine. They now carry SMC horse trailers that have built-in living quarters for rodeo and horse lovers. Imperial RV also features a full-service center ready for any repair that your RV might have. Imperial RV can finance on-site to help you with all your financing needs. They also have a full-service parts department for anything you might need to keep your camper going. They're open Monday through Saturday, located at 1727 South Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny, Iowa. Please call them at 515-964-1424. Or
Okay, Patrick, you don't have to call, but you need to put him in the list. Patrick O'Connor.
Imperial RV Center in Ankeny, making memories to last a lifetime.
Hi, this is Dr. Don Gilbert from New Life.
He won that High Mountain Seasoning. Yeah, I put it on that list there. Yeah.
Okay. I see it every day. People dealing with relationship issues, parenting struggles, anxiety, depression, or folks just looking for a new direction or plan in their life. If you find yourself struggling and are looking for someone to help you find answers to a better relationship,
$35.
just helping with everyday stress, please consider calling me at New Life. We offer a family-friendly, straightforward approach to helping you to get through
High Mountain sausage kit.
that can be harmful to your health, relationships, and your work. The staff at New Life offer one-on-one sessions that get right to the heart of the matter. We work with you so you can discover better choices on how to handle the issues you might be dealing with in your life. When you're looking for someone to listen to you, we're here. Please consider calling us for
Patrick O'Connor.
at New Life. 515-225-4006 in West Des Moines or 964-5003 in Ankeny.
I don't know. Hey, Rick, call the radio station and give Patrick's phone number to Andrew for me, will you?
Special gift idea, pop on over to the Lotta Pop store, located at 647 South Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny. That's where you'll find over 30 fresh flavors of the most delicious Iowa-grown popcorn in the central Iowa area. You'll love the fresh pop flavors like caramel apple, kettle corn, jalapeno cheddar, cheddar cheese, birthday cake, or patriotic mix, just to name a few.
You need address?
For everyone at Lotta Pop in Ankeny. Harley and his crew can help you pick out the perfect variety pack, tin, or gift package. Lotta Pop has everything you'll need, from ready-to-eat popcorn to all the fixings to make great popcorn at any event. Everyone loves popcorn, especially when it's from Lotta Pop. It's the same great popcorn you'll find at the Iowa State Games, locally grown and popped to perfection. Lotta Pop can help with any special occasion, corporate events, and special fundraising for your school. For more information, contact Lotta Pop at 515.
Thank you. You're welcome, Patrick. Congrats.
LottaPop.com. Lotta Pop. Great tasting popcorn.
It pays to listen to the Outdoor Call Radio app.
Heading to your favorite outdoor spot? Is your hunting, fishing, or utility knife ready for any task?
Well, if you used the original Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener before you left, you bet they are.
We had so many people, I had to give 2 prizes away this week just to be nice.
By using changeable, flexible, abrasive belts,
$25,
the
yeah.
sharpening system is able
You
to
got 2 of
sharpen a
those
variety
now.
of knives, including
And that
curved
modern
and
Spartan
serrated
system.
knives, tonto blades, fillet knives, gut hooks,
59, I
and
think.
even kitchen knives. The Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener does this with precision angle sharpening guides and flexible abrasive belts to ensure the proper 20-degree angle every time. Each Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener is assembled in the USA by a family-owned and operated company. Customer service is always
Phone
on the
ringing.
way. So if you love the outdoors and depend on a sharp knife, consider checking out one of the Work Sharp knife and tool sharpeners.
I told Rick to call you with Patrick's number stuff.
At a store near you, or anytime
Rick.
at
Seeker.
worksharptools.com. That's worksharptools.com.
All right, is this Rick?
I'll tell him I got it.
Archery Field and Sports in Altoona and see what's new in your sport. Archery Field and Sports has been helping archers and bow hunters for generations. They have the experience to help you with your purchase and help you reach your goals. Archery Field and Sports carries archery gear from Matthews, Hoyt, Bowtech, and Bear, plus all the top extras and accessories you'll ever need.
Dun
Mark and his staff are
dun
trained
dun
on
dun
all the
dun
latest
dun 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 dun.
techniques and are experts at personally fitting you to the
Well, I'm not going to be around. I won't be around when Jaws hits 100.
that will help you with getting sighted in. Archery Field
Isn't that sad?
has leagues and personal
I'll be in
training
heaven.
sessions available for you.
Fishing.
Train for the upcoming seasons.
Bow hunting.
That'll help you fill your tags. Archery Field and
Oh,
Sports.
well, call him and you got the number.
Can't call him now. We're
Tuesday
coming
through
back.
Sunday with leagues during the week. For more information, go to archeryfield.com or call 515-265-6500.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right. Welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio on Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Trying to get everybody's info. Dun, dun, dun. One new message. Okay, I want the message. Where's it at? Yeah, I do not like the new Apple email stuff. It's goofy. Date of birth, 7 messages. I don't like it. I wish they'd leave stuff alone. Change is not always good, folks. I'm just telling you right now. All right, so we're gonna. If you just joined in the show, if you missed the first part of the show, we're gonna be giving away. I got these Outdoor Call Radio Grizzly tumblers, which are super nice. Jeff in New York got one. If you go to Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls, and if you buy a grunt call, it's got to be a grunt call, a Rut and Peace grunt call from Mr. Todd Rupert. Email me the receipt. First 4 people get a tumbler. I think these things are like $40-50, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not cheap, and they'll keep your stuff warm and cold all day. I mean, it's good stuff. As I drink a nice drink of coffee there out of mine. Anyway, just email me a receipt, and I will send you a mug, and then Todd will send you the call. But we got some big stuff coming up in September. He's going to make some anniversary ones for us with our logo on it. Ooh, guaranteed to get you a booner. Can I guarantee that?
I don't know where you're headed with that, but sure.
Yeah, a booner. That's a 170-inch deer. Yeah. I can't guarantee that. I wish I could. If I could, I'd make sure everybody would get a booner. I haven't even caught a booner yet. I've got a whole bunch of 150 class deer. I got several 160s in the 160s, but no booners. I missed a booner by 3-4 inches.
Bummer. Big bummer.
Yeah, I thought the one I shot was a booner for sure. I was so excited, and then I got home. It's like, and I'm not going to cry about shooting a 167-inch deer. That's a great buck. Yeah, I just can't get over that little hill. Now I should have had a 187 on my wall, but the deer turned out of the arrow. And that's hunting, everybody. Speaking of hunting, are you hunting for a new dentist? Well, you don't have to. Go to Advanced Family Dentistry over there at beautiful 907 North Ankeny Boulevard, where I'll be next week getting my teeth cleaned from Dr. Scott Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi, because he's a Jedi dentist. He uses the Force to calm you down, because I'm a big baby when it comes to the dentist. And he says, the floss will be with you.
The floss will be with you.
The floss will be with you.
Always.
You will not feel any pain. You will not need to worry about Novocaine. I'll take care of you because I'm a great dentist. He does it all. Dr. Brandt, Dr. Stewart, Dr. Williams, they're all good people over there. You're going to notice the difference as soon as you walk through the door. Give them a holler, 964-1490, 964-1490, or anytime at AnkenySmiles.com. That's where I should go. That's where I go. That's where Andrew goes. That's where you should go. Advanced Family Dentistry. I'm out of time. I'm done. We had a great show today. If you missed it, go back and watch the live stream or the replay. You can listen to it on the app next week. Andrew will have it up and running Saturday and Sunday. If you need anything, let me know. Otherwise, I should see you on Wednesday on the app and on the live stream on Buck Talk Radio. We'll see you next time. God bless you, everybody. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you. Have a great weekend and happy 4th. I will talk with you later. Thank you. Thank you.
You can't